Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel Coin Lovers. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of British coins and focusing on the humble to pence piece. While most of us see it as just spare change, some of these coins are worth a lot more than you might think. In fact, a few rare to p coins have been sold for hundreds and even thousands of pounds. In this video I'll be showing you the top 5 most valuable UK to pence coins that could be hiding in your change right now. From rare minting errors to historic editions, these coins are a collector's dream, so grab your coin jars and check along. You might just discover a hidden treasure in your collection. Let's get started. In today's video we are going to talk about the 1987 2p coin of the United Kingdom. This coin may seem like a simple and ordinary piece of change, but for collectors and coin enthusiasts it has its own story, history, and potential value that makes it worth looking at carefully. If you have a 1987 2p coin sitting in your collection or even in your pocket change, you'll want to watch this video until the end to find out just how much it could be worth today. The 2p coin was first introduced in the UK in 1971 as part of the decimalisation of British currency. The coin replaced the old system of pence and shillings and became a vital part of everyday money. The 1987 version is a part of this long-running series and was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. On the obverse side it features the portrait of Her Majesty designed by Raphael Makhlouf, which was used on UK coins between 1985 and 1997. This portrait is instantly recognizable by collectors and is one of the most elegant depictions of the Queen. The reverse side of the 1987 2p coin shows the well-known badge of the Prince of Wales, which includes 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet along with the motto Ich Dieren, meaning I serve. This design was created by Christopher Ironside and has been used on 2p coins from 1971 until 2008, when new reverse designs were introduced to modernize UK coinage for those who love tradition. The 1987 issue remains a great example of British heraldry captured in everyday currency. The coin itself is made of bronze composed of 97% copper, 2.5% zinc and 0.5% tin. It weighs 7.12 grams, has a diameter of 25.9 millimeters, and a thickness of about 1.85 millimeters. These specifications were standard for 2p coins until 1992, when the Royal Mint switched the metal composition from bronze to copper-plated steel. This makes pre-1992 bronze issues like the 1987 coin particularly desirable to some collectors, since they represent the original heavier version of the 2p coin. When it comes to mintage, the 1987 2p coin was struck in huge numbers for circulation. Over 200-1 coins were minted, which makes it a very common coin in everyday change. Because of this high mintage, most examples are not considered rare and generally only hold their face value of 2p when found in circulated condition. However, for serious collectors, condition is everything. Uncirculated or proof quality coins from 1987 can fetch a much higher price on the collector's market. So what about the value? In general circulation, the 1987 2p is only worth its face value of 2p, but in pristine, brilliant, uncirculated condition, it can sell for between £1 and £3, depending on the demand and the beer. Meanwhile, coins from special proof sets minted in 1987 for collectors can be worth even more, often ranging between £5 and £15, depending on condition and packaging. For those who love coin hunting, spotting a high-grade 1987 coin is still exciting because of its collectible bronze composition. Collectors also look out for errors and varieties which can dramatically increase a coin's worth. For example, a MIS strikes off-center strikes or die errors on a 1987 2p coin could make it significantly more valuable, sometimes worth tens or even hundreds of pounds depending on rarity. Though no widely documented rare varieties of the 1987 2p exist, it's always worth examining your coin carefully, as unusual errors often slip through the minting process unnoticed. Another interesting detail is the new pence versus 2p wording. Early 2p coins from 1971 to 1981 used the wording new pence. From 1982 onwards the wording was changed to 2p, therefore by 1987 the coin was firmly in the 2p era, which makes it less rare compared to the older new pence coins. Still, its bronze composition, historical context, and collectability make it an attractive piece for anyone building a full-date run of 2p coins from 1971 to present. If you are a coin collector, you know that part of the fun lies not only in the value but also in the history and design behind each coin. The 1987 2p coin is an affordable entry point for new collectors and a nostalgic piece for seasoned hobbyists. Whether you have just started your collection or are looking to expand, keeping coins like these in high-quality condition can be both a rewarding and educational experience. Many collectors also build full albums of UK decimal coins, and the 1987 2p plays its own role in that journey. Before we wrap up, if you enjoy learning about rare and valuable coins, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. We post detailed videos about coin values, historical facts, and hidden treasures that could be sitting right in your pocket change. Drop a comment below if you have a 1987 2p coin or any other rare coins in your collection. We'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep hunting for those hidden gems in your change. Today we are diving into the fascinating world of British coinage, focusing on the 2p coin from 1989 of the United Kingdom. At first glance it may look like just another copper coin in circulation, but when you take a closer look you'll find a story of design, minting, and collectible value that makes this piece worth talking about. If you have a 1989 2p in your collection or pocket change, you might be holding onto more history than you realize. The 2p coin was first introduced in 1971 as part of the decimalization process that changed the UK's currency system. By 1989 the coin was already well established in circulation. The 1989 2p coin was struck at the Royal Mint and continued to feature the well-known design created by Christopher Ironside. On the reverse you'll see the badge of the Prince of Wales, consisting of a plume of 3 ostrich feathers within a coronet, accompanied by the motto "Ich diene," which means I serve. The obverse of the 1989 2p coin showcases the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Makhlouf. This was the third major portrait of the Queen to appear on British coins and was used from 1985 until 1997. The Queen is wearing the George IV state diadem, a crown commonly worn for official occasions. This portrait gives the coin a distinctive late 1980s appearance, instantly recognizable to collectors and everyday users alike. In terms of composition, the 1989 2p coin was made from bronze, containing 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin. The coin weighs 7.12 grams, measures 25.9 millimeters in diameter, and has a plain edge. It was during this period that the Royal Mint was still using bronze before switching to copper-plated steel in 1992 due to rising metal costs. This makes the 1989 issue part of the original bronze series, which is particularly appealing for those who prefer coins made from traditional metal compositions. Now when it comes to mintages, the 1989 2p coin was produced in large numbers for circulation, meaning that it is not a rare coin in the strictest sense. Tens of millions were struck, ensuring there were plenty to go around in the UK's economy at the time. However, like many coins, its collectible value doesn't rely solely on scarcity. It also depends on condition, historical context, and demand among collectors who build full sets of British decimal coins. Speaking of value, a standard circulated 1989 2p coin will usually only be worth its face value to pence if it has been used in everyday transactions and shows signs of wear. However, uncirculated or brilliant uncirculated blue examples, particularly those that came from mint sets, can be worth between £1 to £3, depending on quality. Proof versions, struck for collectors with their polished finish and sharper detail, may command higher prices, sometimes reaching £5 to £10 if preserved well. One key detail to watch for is whether your 1989 2p coin is in excellent condition with full original luster. Coins graded at the highest levels by professional grading services can surprise collectors, as pristine bronze coins from this period are increasingly harder to find due to natural tarnishing. Also, any minting errors such as off-center strikes, die cracks, or unusual coloration could dramatically increase the value, as error coins are always highly sought after in the numismatic community. Beyond monetary value, the 1989 2p coin holds historical significance. It was struck during the later years of the 1980s, a decade of change in Britain marked by economic shifts, cultural milestones, and major political events. Coins like these serve as tiny time capsules, carrying the symbols of monarchy and tradition through an era that was rapidly modernizing. Collectors often treasure such pieces not just for their potential financial worth but for the glimpse they provide into the UK's heritage. For those of you building a collection of United Kingdom decimal coins, the 1989 2p is an essential piece to complete your set. Whether you're looking for a circulated example or aiming to add a high-grade proof, it helps tie together the series of bronze to pence coins before the transition to copper-plated steel in the early 1990s. This transition is an important dividing line in UK coinage, and having both pre- and post-1992 coins shows the evolution of minting technology and materials. So if you've enjoyed learning about the 1989 to pence coin of the United Kingdom, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more exciting numismatic stories. We regularly bring you detailed breakdowns of coin values, mint histories, and hidden gems that may be hiding in your own pocket change. Drop a comment below if you've got a 1989 to p in your collection, and share your thoughts on whether you think these bronze coins will continue to gain popularity in the future. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. In today's video, we will explore the fascinating story, design, and value of the 1997 United Kingdom 2 pence coin. Many collectors underestimate the importance of the 2p coin, but in reality it has a rich history that stretches back to 1971 when the UK switched to decimal currency. The 1997 issue in particular has its own charm because it comes from an era of mass production, yet still carries interesting varieties, minting details, and collector interest. The obverse side of the 1997 2p coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This was the third definitive portrait of Her Majesty designed by artist Raphael Makloff, which had been in circulation since 1985. The Queen is wearing the royal diadem crown, and around her portrait appears the legend Elizabeth to DG Reg. FD, along with the year of issue 1997. This portrait is iconic and represents the dignity of Britain during that period. On the reverse side you will find the famous badge of the Prince of Wales, consisting of a plume of 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet below. It is the motto Ich diene, meaning I serve in German. Above this design is the denomination written STWO pence. This design was created by Christopher Ironside, who played a major role in designing several UK decimal coins. The design had already become a classic by 1997, being used since 1971. Now let's talk about the metal composition. The 1997 2p coin was struck in bronze made up of 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin. This is significant because after 1992, many UK coins switched to copper-plated steel due to cost-saving measures. However, the 2p coin in 1997 was still produced in bronze, making it one of the later examples of this metallic standard before the gradual transition fully took place. In terms of mintage, the 1997 2p coin was issued in very large quantities. For general circulation, tens of millions were struck at the Royal Mint, ensuring that the coin was available in abundance for everyday use. While this means that most coins from this year are considered common, collectors still search for coins in uncirculated or proof condition, which can command higher value, especially if preserved in mint sets. The value of a circulated 1997 2p coin is typically around face value to pence, since it is so common. However, in brilliant uncirculated condition or in official mint packaging, the coin can be worth £1 to £3 to collectors. In the case of proof coins issued in special collector sets, the value can increase further, sometimes up to £5 to £10 depending on demand and condition. One important note for collectors is the 40 minting details and varieties. While the 1997 2p does not have rare mint errors as some other years do, there are collectors who enjoy searching for strike errors such as misaligned dies, off-center strikes, or double striking. These kinds of mint errors, although very rare, can make an ordinary 2p coin suddenly worth £50 or even £100 if verified and authenticated. This is why enthusiasts carefully check their pocket change. Another interesting detail is that by the late 1990s, the UK 2p coin was beginning to face reduced demand as inflation had lowered its purchasing power. However, despite being common in circulation, it remains one of the most recognizable and nostalgic. Coins for people who grew up in Britain during the 80s and 90s. Collectors today often gather a full date run of 2p coins from 1971 to the modern issues, and the 1997 piece remains an essential entry in that series. If you are a collector building a full United Kingdom decimal coin collection, the 1997 2p is a must-have. Even though it's affordable, the story, design and the connection to Queen Elizabeth II's reign give it great historical and sentimental value. Holding a 1997 2p coin is like holding a small piece of Britain's 1990s heritage. For those who want to invest, always focus on proof versions or error coins, since they carry premium values in the collector's market. Before we wrap up, if you enjoy learning about coins like the 1997 UK 2s, make sure to subscribe to this channel, hit the like button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss updates about coin values, mint details, and hidden treasures that could be sitting in your change. Comment below if you have a 1997 2p coin in your collection and share your story with fellow collectors. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more amazing coin facts. Today we're diving deep into the story, details, and value of the 1998 United Kingdom 2p coin. This small but significant piece of British coinage has a long legacy, and collectors are always on the lookout for rare varieties, minting errors, and high-grade conditions that can make this coin worth far more than its face value. Whether you're new to numismatics or an experienced collector, this video will give you all the insights you need about the 1998 UK 2p coin. The 2p coin was first introduced in 1971 during the decimalization of British currency. Initially it carried the inscription new pence, but from 1982 onwards the words were changed to 2p. By 1998 the Royal Mint had already produced millions of these coins for circulation, but what makes them interesting is how condition, rarity, and certain mint varieties can drastically affect their market value. Let's explore these details step by step. The obverse of the 1998 2p coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait was first introduced in 1998, making this year very special as it marked the beginning of a new era of Queen's effigies on UK coinage. The initials IRB appear beneath the portrait, and collectors instantly recognize this as the new fourth definitive portrait of the Queen, which remained in use until 2015. This makes the 1998 2p coin particularly memorable because it was the very first year this portrait appeared on the 2p denomination. On the reverse side, the coin carries the traditional badge of the Prince of Wales, consisting of 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet with the motto "Eat Dear," meaning I serve. This design by Christopher Ironside had been used since decimalization and remained a strong cultural symbol of Britain. The simplicity of the design may lead many to overlook the coin in their pocket change, but for collectors it represents a historically rich piece. Now let's talk about composition. The 1998 2p coin was struck in copper-plated steel, a change that had been introduced in 1992. Before that, 2p coins were minted in bronze. Therefore, by 1998, all circulating 2p coins were steel-based with a thin copper coating. However, error coins can sometimes occur when older bronze blanks were mistakenly struck, and if you happen to find such an error in your collection, it can be extremely valuable. When it comes to mintage, the Royal Mint produced millions of 2p coins in 1998 for circulation, making them relatively common in everyday use. However, as with many coins, the true value comes from uncirculated specimens, proof strikes, and error coins. A circulated 1998 2p coin is usually worth only its face value of 2p, but a proof coin from a mint set can be worth £1 to £3, and pristine graded specimens can sell for £5 or more, depending on condition. For serious collectors, grading plays a huge role. Coins are graded from poor to brilliant uncirculated, or even proof. A circulated coin with scratches and wear will not attract much interest, but a 1998 2p in mint condition with lustrous shine, no scratches, and strong details could fetch a higher value. Additionally, if you find minting errors like off-center strikes, double dies, or wrong planchet errors, these coins can sometimes sell for £20, £50, or even higher at auctions. One of the exciting aspects about the 1998 2p coin is its place in UK coin history, since it was the first year featuring Ian Rank Broadley's portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. It holds extra significance to collectors of British coinage portraits collectors who build complete portrait series of Elizabeth II coins will definitely want this coin in their collection. That alone increases its collectability compared to some other common years. So what should you do if you find a 1998 2-pence coin in your collection or pocket change? First, examine the condition carefully. If it is circulated, it may not have much monetary value, but it still holds historical significance. If you find an uncirculated version or a proof coin from a royal mint set, consider storing it properly in a protective holder, and if you suspect a minting error, definitely get it checked by a numismatic expert, because that could transform a TP coin into a rare collectible worth much more. Before we wrap up, if you enjoy learning about coin values, history, and hidden treasures in your change, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our weekly uploads. We'll continue to bring you detailed information about coins from the UK and around the world, including their values, minting stories, and tips for spotting rare varieties. Share this video with fellow collectors and let us know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare 2-pence coin. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.